Okay, welcome to episode 9 of the Fisher Fitness Coaching Podcast. Glad you are... I'm going to turn this down a little bit because I think it's a bit high. That could be better. Right, yeah, so I'm going to talk about a subject which is fairly common amongst mainly men, but some women as well. It's how to actually get abs, so how to actually achieve a visible abs or a toned midsection, right? It's come up a lot with my clients and through various conversations on social media. Guys and some girls, it's one of their main goals to achieve a defined midsection or get a toned midsection, to have visible abs, right? So one thing to get clear first, everyone has abs anyway. You don't make abs. You don't sort of, abs are always there. No matter who you are born with abdominal muscles. Okay, it's just a case of being able to see them under your skin. Most people have a layer of body fat between the muscles and skin, which means their abdominals aren't visible. It doesn't determine your self-worth having a set of visible abs. Yes, for some people it's a life goal. It's to, I've heard some people say, I really want a set of abs. I really want to have visible abs or a toned stomach. But it's not, it shouldn't be, I don't think it should be someone's ultimate goal. I think someone's ultimate goal should be to, be happy with themselves, be healthy, be strong, have a decent amount of muscle, and obviously not too much body fat where it gets into the sort of dangerous, unhealthy levels of body fat, So be at a level where, yes, you have body fat, but it's not so much that it's unhealthy or dangerous. Okay, so, but yeah, I'll spend a few minutes going through how to actually achieve abs or achieve a visible set of abs. Obviously, like I said before, everyone has abs, everyone has abdominals, and it's a case of getting your body fat levels down to a low enough percentage where you can see those abs. And the only way to do this is to create a calorie deficit, a sustainable, consistent calorie deficit, stick to that deficit until you lose enough body fat to enable yourself to see abs. That's the only thing that'll work in this instance, right? Creating a calorie deficit and sticking to that deficit until you lose enough body fat. There's no exercise, there's no ab exercise, there's no bit of cardio that is best for burning belly fat. You can't spot reduce belly fat. I go into this quite a lot, but there is no way of spot reducing body fat. So that you can do all the ab crunches and sit-ups you want, but it's never going to melt away body fat from the stomach area. It's not even going to build enough muscle. It's not even going to build enough muscle to be able to see more visible abs. I'll go through that in a second, but essentially the only thing you need to do is create a sustainable calorie deficit, okay, through nutritional manipulation and an increase of activity. That's going to hopefully create a calorie deficit easy enough for you to stick to. That's all. So there's still a lot of people out there who think that certain ab exercises will tone your stomach or will burn away belly fat. It just won't happen. I think the confusion comes when you train a muscle, you get a sort of burning sensation, and I think people believe that burning sensation is body fat being burnt away by the muscle heating up. I've had someone say that to me before, and that's just not true. I'm going to repeat myself so many times, but yeah, the only way to lose body fat from anywhere is to burn more calories than you consume. Create a negative energy balance. If anyone says different, just ignore them, because there's so much stuff out there on like TikTok and Instagram with apparently coaches and personal trainers saying that you can't eat certain foods and all this kind of stuff, and it's insulin, is the fact you're eating sugar, that your insulin is spiking, so it stops you from burning body fat. I don't want to go into that too much now, but the only way to lose body fat, burning body fat and losing body fat is completely different. So the only way to lose body fat is to burn more energy than you consume consistently. So ab exercises, the body weight ab exercises like sit-ups and crunches, ab cycles, flutter kicks, all that kind of stuff, is pointless. It's not going to put your abs through enough tension for it to elicit muscle growth. Remember, your abs are just like any other muscle. So if you want them to get bigger, you train them like every other muscle. So you put them under stress. The only two or three ab exercises I would provide myself and all my clients would be hanging leg or knee raises, because it puts your abs under stress. The ab roller, again, very good for core strength, and it will place a lot of stress on the abs. And a cable ab crunch, for example, again, very, very good for adding stress, tension to the muscle. So it will elicit some growth to your abs if you train it like every other muscle. So taking your sets close to failure, progressively overloading that muscle. Okay, so treat it like every other muscle. And yes, if you do that, they will grow. They'll look bigger. But if you have a layer of body fat between your abs and skin, covering your abs, then they're still never going to be visible, because there's just too much body fat there. So like I said, the only way to achieve visible abs is to burn more calories than you consume. And you do that by reducing your calorie intake. There are several ways you can do that. You can reduce ultra-processed foods and alcohol. You can reduce your portion sizes. You can skip breakfast. You can skip lunch. You can increase your vegetables and protein, so you're fuller for longer, which means you'll probably end up eating or consuming less calories. So there are loads of different ways you can do that, but it all comes down to energy balance. If you consume more calories than you burn, you're going to gain body fat. If you consume less calories than you burn, you're going to lose body fat. That is the only way you are going to achieve visible abs. For a lot of people, having visible abs, it shows discipline, it shows hard work. But remember, you get guys out there, fairly slim, sort of skinny guys out there with not much body fat on them, who have abs, because they haven't got much body fat on them. It's not because they've been working hard, it's just they're naturally lean, so they're going to have abs. That's why it's not the be all or end all if you have abs or not. Yes, okay, fair enough, it's a great goal to have for some people, but don't put too much pressure on yourself. If for some reason your abs don't look like a set of abs you've seen in a magazine or social media, a lot of it is photoshopped, it's edited. A lot of the time the abs you see online are, they've dieted down hard to get to that condition. They've dehydrated themselves. They've tanned. They've got good lighting. So I wouldn't, don't worry too much. Yes, it's good to have a lower amount of body fat, but having abs or not, it's all right, I suppose, but it's not going to be life-changing. Like I said, it's a good goal to have, because you know that you've dieted down to a fairly low amount of body fat. And remember, your abs are different to mine, and mine are different to his and hers. No abs are the same, because we're all unique. We're all, individual. So some may look different to others. You can't change the symmetry or the shape of your abdominals. It's just how you are built. All you can do is you can lose body fat down to a percentage where you can see your abs, and you can build your abs like any other muscle. That's all you can do. So again, I wouldn't stress about it. So yeah, I guess to summarize, that's the only way to do it. That's the only way you're going to achieve a toned or a flat stomach, is to literally burn more calories than you consume, aka create a calorie deficit, aka create a negative energy balance. And that is it. So don't listen to anyone who says it's a certain exercise or a certain cardio workout or a certain fat burning exercise or workout. It's certain foods that you need to burn belly fat. It's all bollocks, okay? To lose body fat, you need to burn more calories than you consume. To burn body fat, well, you just need to be alive. You're always burning body fat, even when you're sleeping, when you're walking. Yes, it may reduce when you start eating because obviously your insulin spikes or it increases, but that's just like plugging your phone into charge and being surprised that your battery isn't being used up. Do you know what I mean? If you're eating, then your body will stop burning body fat, but it will continue again once you've stopped eating, or once it's digested, when you're sleeping, for example. All right, so it's all about overall calories. It's all about calories in versus calories out, energy balance. It's the laws of thermodynamics. So if you want to find out your calories, what your calorie target should be roughly, all you need to do is go onto my website, onto shop, and then you will find the Ultimate Training Program for free. So just download it for free, and it will have included on there your very own calorie and protein calculator. So just put your details in there and it will come up with your maintenance calories, your calorie deficit calories, and your calorie surplus calories, and also your protein target, right? So it will give you everything, as well as your training program, a meal planner, exercise database. It's got everything you need for you to start your journey for free on your own, okay? So go onto my website, fisher-fitness.co.uk. I'll put the link in here somewhere. So just download it, and that's yours for free. And then you just use MacroFactor or MyFitnessPal to track your calories, track your food on a daily basis. Just ensure you don't go over your maintenance calories. If you're in a deficit, you will lose body fat. Okay, the progress is slow, so you just need to be patient and consistent and just trust the process, okay? I had a bit of a nightmare today. I was supposed to have a podcast with Steve Hall from Revive Stronger, but me being an idiot, I couldn't basically hear him. He couldn't hear me. So I don't know what happened. I was trying for about 15 minutes. I tested the microphone. I tested everything on Zoom. It just didn't work. I felt so bad. But yeah, he's very kindly agreed to try again next Monday. So yes, hopefully by then I would have sorted myself out, actually figured out how to work it. And yeah, we'll have a chat about muscle growth finally after weeks and weeks. But yeah, what a legend for sort of, understanding that I'm a twat and rebooked with me. So that's good. So yeah, if you have any questions on muscle growth you want to get answered, just let me know. Yeah, it'll be good. I'll talk about supplements and the best way to grow muscle and what we need and what we don't need, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, any questions, just let me know. Thanks for listening in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share to your Instagram stories. I'd really appreciate it. If you're interested in coaching, click the link and fill out the application form. We can go through how I can help and get you reaching your fat loss and or muscle building goals. Cheers guys, take care, and I'll speak to you next week.